What's going on YouTube? Cryptic TCG here, coming at you today with another deck profile. Today I'm going to be showcasing my updated Thunder Dragon list for post-September Forbidden Unlimited. As you saw, Colossus went to 2, which was a huge power boost for the deck. The difference between 1 and 2 Colossus is like night and day for the deck. It allows you to play cards like Titan again, which is really cool. It allows you to just end on double Colossus, so if they open the Imperm, they're still going to be locked underneath there. It gives you a lot more recursion, and it just makes your end boards a lot more difficult to crack, and just overall just a solid card for the deck. If you followed the channel for a while, you know I'm a big fan of Thunder Dragon in general, and anytime I can play a more powerful version of the deck, I'm going to. This is the list that I've been testing. I've been testing this for a bit while longer than I normally do. That's why this profile is a bit more delayed. I just wanted to make the best list possible, and I feel like this is the best list while maintaining the core elements that is Thunder Dragon without just making it a splashable engine. So without further ado, let's get into the profile. Starting off with the normal summons, we are playing the 3 Solar and the 3 Lupine. Unlike my previous list, we now play Lupine because we're playing a higher Thunder Dragon count in the main deck. Lupine gets you a lot of value on normal summon just because it banishes 1 from hand for cost. So even if they do hand trap this, you're still going to get value out of it overall. Also, the add back when it's destroyed to get recursion is something that does come up, and another thing some people just aren't aware of. Solar is just standard. If you get shifted, turn Solar into a starter. That gives you 2 Colossus, and just overall just a solid card. And the token generation that is summoned to just get as many bodies on the board so you can go into link plays is just all around solid. Onto the Thunder list, we play 3 OG, 3 Dark, 2 Raw, 2 Matrix, 1 Hawk. I think this is the most amount of names you can play without bricking and just like drawing multiples. I think this is the correct ratio. I did test 3 Raw, but I just found it was just too cloggy in the hand, and I feel like if you manage your resources correctly, you're only going to need 2 Raw. Same with having multiple matrices. I did try 3 to have Titan online a lot more, but again, if you manage your resources and you just not blow everything on the first turn, you'll always have something in the hand to proc Titan on your opponent's turn. And the 1 Hawk, you could play multiple of this just because now with 2 Colossus, Hawk is a lot more valuable, but the fact that you can just add it back off of Raw, and then, or you can just dark search it, it's just, you have so much access to the card, I just feel like you don't need more than 1. So this is I think the correct ratio that you should be playing for the deck. Then on to the Bestials. Playing 2 Lebellion, 2 Baldric, 2 Druids, 1 Mag, 1 Saronia. This is a bit of a heavier Bestial lineup than I normally play. I did cap the Lebellion to 2. I found that it was just really cloggy drawing multiples of this, and there were just times where on my opponent's turn I'd have like either a Lebellion and like no other hand traps, or multiple Lebellions, and I just had no interaction. And I'd rather the additional Lebellion be a Bestial instead, so that's why I upped Baldric to 2, because Baldric pairs incredibly well against with Nibiru. Same with Druid's Worm, pairs fine with him. You can just send the token if it's really big and you just can't out it. And overall, Bestial is just really well positioned right now in the meta, stopping Fiendsmith stuff, or against Yubel if you want to make them commit more resources from hand for Phantom, so you just manage the target if they just activate Nightmare Throne. But overall, just Bestial's pseudo starters when paired with Battery Man Solar, and just overall good cards. Then for the Chaos suite, we're playing the Black and White, the 1 Levier, and the 1 Zed. Previously, I did play multiple Leviers. I was also playing cards to search these. We slimmed down on those, so we're just playing the 1-on-1. You're not really going to have access to them through combo, but if you open them, it just gives you extension. Levier, you never really want to see in your opening hand now. This is just only to equalize the states of the board when you're behind, and it just allows you to swing back in. Same with Zed, just gives you resources back from the banished, gives you a body on board, can give you access to the rank 8 suite if you've already got a Levier out or you've gone through the horror stuff. So yeah, just 1-on-1. Then again, the Horse Engine, we are playing it, so just the 3 Emissary, the 1 Happy. It's just not worth playing additional names. this is just the correct amount of names you need. Most of the time you're just going to be using this to have access to Photon Lord, because one thing this deck does struggle with is playing under Nibiru. I did try playing the Fiendsmith engine, but I found this engine was better because it committed less bodies in the extra deck, and the times when you don't go through Photon Lord and you go through Zombie Vampire, the additional body is better because it helps you bridge into your Thunder Dragon stuff. So it just gives you access to another part of the engine. So yeah, the Horus engine. Then for the hand traps, we are playing 3 Ash, 3 Phantasme, 3 Nibiru, and the 2 Ogre. I think the Niv and Ash are standard. The Phantasme, I wanted to play this because there's a lot of like dead cards in this deck that you just want to cycle out to draw into like your Bestials or additional hand traps, and I feel like Phantasme is really well positioned right now in the meta because of the Fiendsmith stuff. Basically everyone's going through links, so this is solid. Also, this deck does tend to struggle breaking boards, so dropping this, getting a foothold onto the board, a body that has basically pseudo targeting protection, and then just allows you to put some additional pressure on your opponent by not committing anything really except for this, and you get to modulate your hand. I think it's just a solid card in general. And Ghost Ogre, Ubel is a popular deck. Nightmare Pain is a crazy card. This is just one of the ways to stop it. Also, you can use this to stop like Unchained Soul of Rage. I mean, it'll float, but they won't be able to link off with it. Same with like stopping an IP or a temple, just other stuff like that. Then onto the spells. The 2 King Sark and the 1 Regain, just stuff that you're searching throughout your combo. I think 2 of this is always correct. I don't like 1 of this. And then the 1 Regained, we're not playing Beast, just Regains the better one overall, and I think Beast is a bit of a brick. The 1 Thunder Dragon Fusion, I am tempted to put this to 2. It's one of the only cards that I've modulated on 1 or 2 constantly, but currently I'm at 1. I think it's fine to play at either, but sometimes this deck does fall behind on the grind game because you've just cycled through so many names and you just need to put them back. And because of that, that's why we play multiple Titan, because you can put back 2 Colossuses and a body at once, so having a second one of this is good. The only reason I'm not right now is because you can add this back with a Raw, and I think that's more valuable than playing a second one of this, but I am open to changing that in future. And then for the other spells, 1 Gold Sark and the 1 Chaos Space, just from power spells. This is a 1 card Colossus, and this is just additional draws and just gets you access to seals. And then the 1 Angel Statue Azurune, we are playing Rabbit in this. It's just another additional thing to end on, just to keep your board more versatile and more layered. And Angel Statue is just a crazy card in general. That's the main deck. And moving on to the extra. For the Link 1s, we are playing the 1 Striker, the 1 Anima. Anima is only here for Matrix, just to remove problematic threats and stuff like that, and just so you can cycle Matrix off. Then for the Link 2s, the 1 IP, the 1 SP, the Duo, then the 1 Seal and the 1 Rabbit. Like I said, Rabbit's a crazy card, Seal, best end board in the game, and then these 2 just really good cards in general, just standard stuff. And then the last link, we're playing the 1 Access Code Talker. Sometimes you just need more stuff to remove bodies, because even though Titan's really strong, sometimes you get into situations where you just don't have access to a Thunder in hand, which does happen. So Access Code is just a thing that can help you just push the game. And then for the fusions, the 2 Colossus and the 2 Titan. I'm playing 2 and 2. The second Titan comes up just for making Thunder Dragon Fusion live. 2 Colossus, then crazy, you can either end on both of them, or depending on the matchup, you can convert 1 into Titan. The fact that we have the opportunity to do that now is good. It means if you have a hand that's just entirely of Thunder, it turns Titan into an extender, because you could banish a Raw from hand to use its alternative summoning condition. But yeah, overall 2 and 2. Then for the XEs, for the rank 8s, the 1 Zombie Vampire, the 1 Photon Lord. This is if we can already play and we want to play under Nib. This is if we want to extend and then play with Colossus. And then the last one is Typhon. Typhon, I just wanted more stuff to help break boards, and Typhon was just one of those cards that paired really well with this deck in testing. The fact that when you've like spent all of your like discards for Titan, you just slap this on top of it, because the 90% of the time Titan's going to be the biggest thing on your board. And the fact that after you use this effect, it's just a 3200 vanilla, and you just get more value out of Typhon. And then the last card is the one Chaos Angel. This card is crazy. With Batteryman Solar, if you summon Dark from deck, Solar and Dark, because you get a token, is just Chaos Angel in its entirety. So it's just another cool extender. Also, sometimes if you don't have access to your Horus engine, you might want to just make this, so if you get nibbed, at least you have something out on board. And normally this has Light and Dark reduction, and some decks just can't out that, and it's just really tough for them. So just another thing to keep in mind. Now onto the side deck. So first we're playing the 3 Mulch Armies. I think Mulch Army is a crazy card, especially against Yubel. They commit so many bodies from hand. They can play around it. You just force them to do really awkward lines. So I think this is just a crazy card in general. And if worst comes to worst against most decks, it's just an upstart. So you just cycle. Then 3 talents. Go on second. You need help breaking boards. This card's crazy. 3 Droplet. Against Tempai, if they drop Quackimero Draco down on you, it is tough to push through, so this is just a solid card in general to just get through that lock, just because we don't play Imperm as well, and if we don't have access to Ash. So this just helps you play through that. 3 Cosmic. Back row decks are annoying. Floodgates are annoying. Just don't want to deal with them. Runic Stun, all of that. So we just play those. Then for the one-offs, the 1 anti-spell, the 1 Feather Duster. Anti-spell is just a crazy floodgate. This should be banned. It's basically just Imperial Order at this point. Duster, again, back row stuff. And then lastly, the 3rd Ogre, just to side in. Yeah, so that's the list. I'm currently playing this at locals. I'm really enjoying it. It's a really fun deck to play. And overall, I think with Colossus, you're going to see a lot more of it. A lot more experimentation with Thunder as more than just an engine, and overall I think it's going to be a good contender for the upcoming meta. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.